Sky, Teddy Bear, Backlund. Why do I want to say Scott Backlund? Who's Scott Backlund? Is that anybody? Metal Werewolf, yo. Hang on, is this working? This is working. Scott Backlund. I don't know who that is, but the name sounds familiar. Not Scott Bakula. I know who Scott Bakula is. Man, earlier today, I looked outside. It's like, yeah, this is a nice day today. I checked the weather forecast. Sun, hot. I bought some waterproof spray. Went to waterproof my car cover. As soon as I finished, it started raining. It's like, what? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. God damn you, Tom Tom. God damn you. I didn't even get a minute sitting down. Out of nowhere. He just went into the bedroom to harass Mittens. Had some really good fish and chips. Good fish and, see, I hate seafood, but good fish and chips, I don't mind. Not that I've had it recently, but yeah, fish and chips, I don't mind. You know, shrimps, battered shrimps or prawns from the fish and chip shop, also not bad. You know, calamari rings, also pretty darn good. It's just like any other type of seafood I just don't like. I guess after it's battered and deep fried, the stink has gone. Hey kittens. Seen some interesting stuff online in the last day, but most of it's probably pretty controversial to talk about. But I did see those new Casio G-Shock watches, and it was like, whoa, those look awesome. You know, I haven't worn a watch like ever. But these new Casio G-Shocks were like, damn, these look sweet. And they're not that expensive either. I don't know if they're available yet, but I may get one. What's controversial? Some woman in Australia got arrested for something she posted on Facebook. That's something I saw. Like, I saw the video of that. It's complete madness. Complete madness. Yeah, something like that, Sky. I'm not entirely sure. But I think they're either 2,000 or around 1,500 or below. I'm not exactly sure. Dude, not only was she arrested, they took every device in their house. Every device that has internet in their house, they took. They took her sister's phone. They took her husband's phone. Dude. Australia has lost the plot. She posted something about an anti-mask rally or something. I think that's what it was. Dude, yeah, Australia. I think I'd prefer to be in Hong Kong than in Australia, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be moving back there. Is it legal doing that? The police were saying they can do it. And she was pregnant. She had to go to a doctor's appointment for an ultrasound. They just took her, man. Dude, it's completely nuts. Completely nuts. Yeah, Australia lost the plot. I don't know what state she was in. I'm not sure about that. I just saw the video briefly. I don't feel like vacuuming, mister. I don't feel like it. The other thing I saw, which I won't really get into, was Pizzagate. Part 1, 2, and 3 about Pizzagate by Mouthy Buddha. Look it up if you're interested. That was scary as hell. That was horrifying. But yeah, the poor lady in Australia. Oh, you watched that? Dude, Sky. That shit is crazy. Hey, Celestial. I watched it last night. The LAX airport, 2 pilots saw some dude playing around on a jetpack while they were landing. No, I didn't see that yet. What's Pizzagate about? Actually, it was called Pedogate 2020, part 1, 2, and 3. Just about the global elite satanic pedophile cannibals. But yeah, probably shouldn't talk about that one too much. But yeah, definitely, you know, if you're interested and to know what's going on, definitely give it a watch. The woman in Victoria was after she created a Freedom Day event on Facebook encouraging for people to protest against the lockdowns in the regional town. Dude, it's so crazy, Celeste. And you know, the husband's like, well, you could just ask her to delete the post, and they're like, no. He was flying around in controlled airspace. $800,000 fine. Right. Yeah, that's very irresponsible that he was doing that, for sure. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't hear about that one. Hey, is Big Phil here? He might, I think he always lurks in a lot of channels. I don't know if he's actually here. Unless he said something that I missed. The asteroid, yeah. Juice Media, that it does a lot of Australia government satire videos. No, I haven't heard of that, Porgers. Oh, Big Phil. Big Phil and McDot. They're back in Winnie's channel. I never heard of Winnie until Andy's stream. Hey, Slam Door, welcome, man. So like I was saying, I just waterproofed my car cover and then it immediately started raining. And it's supposed to dry for 6 hours. It was like, God damn it. Oh, McDot's here. Welcome. Right, poor dude. Australia. I mean, they always said Australia is the nanny state where the government has to go, like, the government like has to be in control of everything you do. It's becoming real. I think you're not alone, McDot. Yeah. I will have a check tonight, Porgers. Oh, there's a cat hair. That's my DIY wind muff. Australia has no chill at all. You know, Australia's the place that bans all the video games and all kinds of stuff, you know. Yeah, not sure if I'll be going back there now. Like I said, probably more freedom here. Celeste. Do I have to grab the vacuum? I don't know. Oh, it will have multiplayer? Amazing. I want to start moving around my stuff today. A gunless society. You're allowed to have guns. I'm not sure what the laws are. If you, I don't know, like farmers can have a shotgun and stuff. You can have guns maybe if you're in a gun club or something like that. I'm not sure the entire story. The guy in the jackpot looked like, the guy in the jetpack looked like James Bond. Yeah, I think you can have a pistol and stuff. I don't know, I thought there's gun clubs there, like shooting places. Maybe I'm mistaken, I'm not sure. But there's definitely no automatic weapons and stuff like that. It's just the very basics as far as I know. Yeah, Australian government, man. Arrested for a post on Facebook. The cat is displeased, Man eating ruse. Oh man, I'm just patting his head a little bit and hairs are falling out. New Zealand? I mean, New Zealand may be great. No doubt New Zealand could be pretty good. But that's so far away. Maybe that's a good thing. Oh yeah, that guy. I've heard of that guy, Porgers, Bro XH. Am I supposed to say that in a New Zealand accent, Crusader King? Or a bunker? Wolf Creek. Dude, Australia's had some messed up serial killers. That's the thing. Australia is so big and spread out that, yeah, dodgy crimes can happen. Yeah, you got to be careful over there for sure. I mean, one of my friends in Australia, his Japanese girlfriend was walking home from the bus stop or something. A van pulled up, opened the door, a dude jumped out and tried to grab her. She just ran for it and made it. And this is like in like, you know, this isn't out in the sticks or anything, you know. Yeah, scary, man. South Australia, this happened in Adelaide. Heaps of missing, you know, missing people. He didn't owe anything, no. What's their famous one? Bodies in the barrels or something? Was something, you know, a while back that happened. So I haven't eaten lunch yet. Why they wanted to kidnap her? Because she's a female. A hot female. You know, alone. I know teddy bear suplex, I know. I don't think organ harvesting would be a thing. Hey, here he is, Ants Corp. Air fry rotisserie kit chicken. The Outback's a big scary place indeed. I don't know what we're going to do with this guy. What are we going to do with you, buddy? Do I need to give you a quick vacuuming? I really don't want to. But, so, you know, sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. Oh, look at this. He's getting more comfortable. He won't fit it. He's too big for the oven or the air fryer. Oh, mum. Oh, mum. Do I grab the vacuum, mister? Huh? Is that what you're waiting for? I can't really pat him or, you know, stroke him, or fur's gonna come flying out. Yeah, the oven's here. The broken light, the light didn't work the first day I got it. The repairman's already been, the light's been fixed. We baked a cake. I think we've only baked a cake in there so far. Wait here. Where is my vacuum? Hold up. Hang on a moment. Where is the vacuum? What the? Oh, it's here. Oh yeah, I vacuumed my car, I forgot. Do you want some of this, buddy? cat's required no looking after. This isn't fair. Yeah, the oven's great, man. It's really good. Oh yeah, heated up some, toasted some hot dog buns in the oven. That's right. Hold on, mister. Hold on. Let me get the cam on you. I don't want any hair going in my drink, alright? I don't want any cat fur going in my drink. Yeah, the new oven is way better than the old one. So much better. This one's kind of high tech. It's got like digital readout, temperature readout. It's pretty awesome. I didn't order the air fryer for birthday cat yet though. Perhaps next week we'll order that. I mean, I could order it today, but I don't think it would get here by tomorrow. And tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I gotta try remember to do that next Monday. Friday tomorrow for me. Yeah, the weeks go way too fast, man. So fast. 2020's gone so fast. Is this what you wanted, buddy? Is this what you wanted? Oh, are you nearly done? Are you ready to go? Huh? Let me do your head. You okay, Tom Tom? It's me, Grace. You came for Tom Tom? Well, he's right here. Hey, you okay? Tom Tom is free. Huh? DJ Technique, hey dude. Yeah, the cat hoovering just in time. I don't know how long he'll stay up here for. Are you a good boy, Tom Tom? Good Tom Tom. Good boy, good boy. Are you sure? Haven't even done half of you. Let's get any bits of fur laying around. He's eating food. Surprise, surprise. Let me just vacuum this brush second up. Shout out to Grace. Oh, I forgot to fix the linking of Twitch clips on my bot. I'll have to do that. It's not actually on Twitch, it's actually in my bot. So we'll be reheating some curry from yesterday. Reheating yesterday's curry. He may be back later. I'll leave this stuff here. I kind of need to throw away this old rice as well. Let me just empty this old rice into a plastic bag. I'll sit down for a bit before I start prepping my lunch. Dude, the chocolate cake, there's one tiny piece left. I ate it all. I don't even know if Birthday Cat got to eat any of it, besides a couple of slices. Let me just grab the pot. Please be the pot. I don't think I have a lid for this anymore. Hey, don't sit right there. Don't sit there. My feet go there. Tom, move. Dude, I didn't even touch him. I just put my foot next to him, and he's complaining. Got it. Didn't touch him, man. Yeah, the sub's right there. The sub command. Alright, give me a few minutes here. Let me drink some more of this monster. I thought I heard him jump up again. Like now, whenever I'm sitting here, I'm always like checking, thinking he's jumped up. I think I'm just gonna put both the rice and the Grace. Thank you, Grace.
Yes, I made it.
You made it. Thank you very much, Grace. Appreciate that. Now let's see if this sub counter goes up to 92. The new sub counter. It should update within the next minute or something, I think. Rather than having a sub goal and big bar, I just thought I'd put something a little bit a little bit more discreet up in the corner. It's worth 5 regular subs. So I wanted to get to the shop today, but the workman blocked me in, so I couldn't get out. Yeah, oh, the view counters are broken, right. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because I know in the Twitch app, when you're watching, the view count is usually wrong. But yeah, it's the sub counter didn't go to 92. Not yet anyway. Let me just quickly check. Oh, there it went. It got to 92. It did. It's working. Amazing. To steal whose rims? Oh, the workman's van. Yeah. He's okay, he's alright. I'll just have to get little birthday cat to bring home a liter of milk after she finishes work. So yeah, haven't eaten yet today. Rice, curry. Yeah, after lunch I'd like to try to start moving all my gear, my PC gear around. I did some measurements. Stuff will fit. Stuff is just gonna fit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around to go sit at the PC though. I might have to climb up, like crawl under the desk or something to get there. Yeah. I'll probably have to stop and start the stream though, because I'm probably going to have to power off all my PCs and just stream direct to Twitch or something, or on my mobile. Power off the router and stuff, the modem. I just got to find a good... Well, I could use my hotspot. I just need to find a good spot where there's signal. Well, my PC and desk at the moment, I never sit there because it's just super uncomfortable and cramped. I think I'm probably going to have to pack up my studio monitor speakers as well. There's not really enough room for them. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, I'd like to be able to sit at my computer and watch streams sometimes, or play some games or something. I see a Pepper cat. Pepper! Pepper! Come, Pepper! Come on! Come on, Pepper! Pepper! Let's go, let's go! I should probably heat the rice and curry separately, but we're doing it the lazy way. I kind of need a lid for this. The lid that I have that fits this pot doesn't have a handle. Rice pudding is awesome. Oh, let me put the curry away. We made some of that before with some leftover rice. Crikey. Hey Manawatu. Probably could put a drop of water in here. That doesn't really fit, but it'll probably keep the heat in a little bit. Hey Watch Glow, how you doing? Just reheating some of yesterday's curry. Hey, hey. You're eating fries? Nice. We had some fries the day before yesterday. You guys know Watch Glow, right? Of course you do. There's her channel anyway. Give her a follow. I swear to God, man, that cat's giving me PTSD. I keep checking to see if the cat's jumping up. No problem. Yeah, a little bit late of a stream today. I guess I started watching Andrew.live. Oh, Watch Glow, my cat's jumping up here all the time and then sitting right here, waiting for me to vacuum it. It already happened today. Oh yeah. I got 4 cats. 3 of them are terrified of the vacuum, but one of them, my big boy Tom Tom, he loves being vacuumed. Need drink. Oh, the chicken tikka masala, it's right here. I mixed it with some rice and reheating it. But I added asparagus and tomatoes and potatoes. Tomatoes and potatoes. Just giving it a slow reheat. Oh, any poppadoms left? Yes, we have poppadoms. Send you some curry. Guys, I need your advice. I don't know why I'm so like after seeing these new watches, I don't, like I said, I don't wear watches, but it's like, damn, why do I suddenly want to get a watch? Like, what do you think of this watch? Have I been watching too much of 6ix9ine on Instagram? Or is this too Kappa Pride or what? What do you guys think of this Casio G-Shock? Dude, for some reason it's like, damn, I want that. It's junk. They also got this one. Very 70s, 80s. This one's better. Maybe I just get both. Dude. Look at that. Yeah, the black one is pretty cool. It's a G-Shock. I ain't some 12-year-old trying to fuss. I don't know anything about watches. I was probably 12 years old when I wore a watch last. Oh, no, no, no. The one before looks like a child's watch. I don't think they're out yet, but I mean, maybe by the time they come out, I would have lost interest. They're children's watches, G-Shock, are they? Buy a smartwatch? Nah, man. I refuse. I refuse to. Buy it, do it. You prefer Breitling. I can't afford Breitling. These are like 150 US or something. No. Maybe these are around 200 US. G-Shock's not a children's watch. Thank you, thank you. You like the black one? I like the black one as well. They got like 4 or 5 different colors. A Patek Philippe Grand Master, 31 million. See, I'm not into expensive watches. I think that they're stupid. Like a Rolex or whatever. I mean, people have their taste, but I think a watch like a Rolex is stupid. It's like a waste of money. Your watch isn't stupid. Rolex is for poor people. You had a G-Shock as a child? Okay, well, you guys pretty much shot down my dream of getting a G-Shock. Oh yeah, let's make this drink. Let's make this drink happen. What is wrong with you guys? I know, right, Seku? Seku's got my back. Get the black one? We'll see, we'll see. The last watch ended up in the garden pond. The G-Shocks are for G's? Why, thank you. I probably need to go into the city next week, so I'll mosey on past the watch store and see if they got them. Is this heated up yet? I don't want to be eating half cold curry. That's a different watch you just posted. Let me check that one. Classy retro Casios. I wouldn't have seen them. Please, please. Isn't there like some Casio watch where like you get arrested at the airport or something for wearing it? You like the originals? Like those ones? Tokyo Flash? Haven't heard of that. Let me check that one. Oh yeah. That does look nice. That does look nice. I wonder how much that one is. $200, get like a Michael Kors. Oh, let me check your link. Oh, Tokyo Flash. Give me a second. Oh, God, I can't. It wants me to update YouTube, and I'm not updating it. Let me try on this. Get a Casio G-Shock. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I was saying, it's like I'm not into watches or anything, it's just that those Casios caught my eye. It's expensive, right? Oh, that's like a dress watch. I don't want a dress watch. I don't think. But that one does look nice, Macalito. Let me see how much that one is. Oh, it doesn't work, that link. It says my card is empty. Oh, let me check. What's Seku been looking at? Ooh, $400. Okay, okay. Yeah, not my style, but fair enough. It's 3,000 US dollars? Crap. Holy crap, 3,000. I could get a new PC with a GeForce 3090. More money than my bank? Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's one fancy G-Shock. TomTom's food budget for the week. A new PC and a GoPro. Hell no, GoPro. Alright, excuse me for a moment here whilst I eat this weird curry. Two papadums. Yo, you saw them crispy yesterday. They might not be as crispy now since they've been in the plastic bag. And let me... Oh yeah, that's crispy. I know, Seku, that's what we're talking about. The week has gone so fast. 2020's gone so fast. You don't wear a watch, but I like them, and G-Shocks are big enough to break your wrist if you fall on them. Yeah, I don't know what they look like in real life. '20 is almost over, yeah. Yeah. At the end of December, we'll be sitting here thinking, where did 2020 go? Fries and ranch? I've been checking this. I've never had ranch before. And I've been checking the supermarkets. Can't get it. Well, not out here anyway. Just turned 30. And now you're about to be 31. Dude, the older you get, the quicker that happens, Sky. Let me tell you. Let me tell you from experience. Powder version of ranch? I don't think so. I don't think we can get that. Marco Waka, hey man. Is that a heart? Is that like a... Hang on. I can't see that well. It looks like an actual heart with arteries and stuff sticking out of it. Your D is broken. There's a ghost behind me. I'm not looking. Oh, it is an actual heart. You're not going to get me that easily, Glow. Where's the any key? You would have fallen for it. Oh. I'd like to get the 3070. I'd like to, but I don't really have a PC for it. If I don't get the 3070, I'll get like the next cards they bring out. Oh, lost his points. Oh no, 82,000 points. Oh my god. He went big. You gotta risk it though. Yeah, I'd have to upgrade everything, yeah. A souped up Raspberry Pi. So at the moment, I got like a 2 PC stream setup with my laptop. I don't know, next computer I buy, I might just get, I don't know. I like 2 streams set up, but maybe I'll just get one PC with like multi-core and do everything through 1.6, one PC. Any points givers? Dude, some people in here have a ridiculous amount of points. And channel points. Main Coombe. Oop. Main Coombe, hey. I know, Teddy Bear. I don't know what to do, though. I don't know what to do with all these points. Squeeze cactus. Maybe I set up like a, get a postcard, but then just never send the postcards out. Like Andy. Well, there's nothing there. Is it hiding around the corner? Send it COD. Dude, he owes so many postcards. He owes so many postcards to people, dude.
Wrong.
AJ. Oh, hello. Remy Kaizen. Hello. It's a Remy raid. Oh my goodness. I see Chili Willy. I see live streaming travel. I see Jody Hug Monster. Oh my god. And I see you. Thank you for the raid. Let me see if I can find your channel. What were you streaming? And did you have a good stream? Hi, hi. We're just here eating my reheated curry. And some poppadoms. An amazing stream. It's Marley's. I see some familiar names in there. Let me quickly give you a follow. Remy Kaizen. Wait, before I press search, were you playing Fortnite? Answer wisely. You play Modern Warfare? There he is. There he is. Let me see. Just chatting. You reached affiliate. Congratulations. There he is, sitting in the kitchen. I like that. I like that. Let me hit the follow button. Not good enough for Fortnite. Don't want to look bad in front of the wife. Yeah, you don't need Fortnite, man. Alright, yeah, followed. Welcome. Oh yeah, Watch Glow went to Wingstop or something, I heard. Did I just see a cat hair? Am I hallucinating cat hairs or did I just see one? Whatever. I've probably eaten enough as it is already. One more won't hurt. Watch Glow. So, if it's a grey hair, you son of a... Before COVID and before summer, I'm usually outside walking around, streaming. But since COVID and summer, it's so darn hot and humid, I've been spending most of my streams inside doing cooking and stuff. This is curry from yesterday. Day before yesterday, we made some like bite-sized pieces of chicken in the air fryer. Got an air fryer recently. We're in Hong Kong. I was born in Hong Kong. I've lived here 3 different times. This time, I've lived here for like 17 years. In this apartment for 12 years or so. A little bit of Cantonese. Luckily, you can get by with just English in most scenarios. Only 8 cases yesterday. That's good to hear, Porgers. I hope they keep the restrictions, though. I hope they keep the restrictions until the end of the year, to be honest. The Rock and his family have COVID. Unless with the workman, I managed to speak Cantonese to the workman. Enough for him to know what's going on. Yeah, the backyard. As soon as the weather starts getting a little cooler, we'll be setting up in the backyard again. They already lifted a lot of the restrictions. Yeah, they got to keep... Yeah. My worry is... Like, you know, when they drop the restrictions, people are just going to go mad and probably spread it all again. That's my worry. Can I say a few words? Oh hi, lang jai. I just said I'm a good-looking boy. Yeah, Watch Glow. It's way too hot. Oh man, the boat parties will be happening again. Not for me though. But yeah, people will be out. Getting everyone sick again, no doubt. You cancelled the yearly boat party, yeah. Oh, is that right? Real deal. Japan is English friendly? That's not what I heard. Spain and Italy getting hit with new waves, right? Yeah, I mean, Hong Kong, English is an official language of Hong Kong. And, you know, it was a British colony for the longest time. I'm pretty sure all the school books and stuff, a lot of the school books here were in English. Japan is against foreigners. Well, I guess Japan is probably better for English than Korea. I could be totally wrong, but I assume so. Yeah, real deal, yep. Oh! Is that right, Porgers? Ah, I see, I see. I think until like the recent Olympic Games and stuff, like those places didn't even have English in their transport systems. But I think since the Olympics were there, they do have a lot more English signage. Just what I heard. I've never been to either place. Right, Porgers. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. They got enough English in China now, in the metro and stuff. Maine Coon. I need another poppadom. I'm getting hot. This curry's making me hot. That should do it. That should be plenty. Plenty of poppadom. Right, Porgers, I see. H Money. What is up? We're just hanging out in the kitchen as usual, eating some leftover curry from yesterday. That's what I heard, real deal. I have heard that. I have heard that. Right, Porgers, I see. I guess I need to turn on the air conditioner soon. I think it's always been like that, Seku. I've heard that for a long time. Oh, I'm in Hong Kong. We are in countryside Hong Kong. Yes, Hong Kong does have a countryside. I should, Porgers, right? Fair enough, people don't know that HK means Hong Kong, though. I used to always have Hong Kong in my title, but I changed it to HK. Damn, real deal. They probably get upset at you as well if you try to speak their language. So it's like a no-win situation. Right, Porgers. And then they're like, oh, what's it like in Thailand? Dude, one of my friends in Australia, he'd always ask me, how is it in Japan? He'd always think Hong Kong was in Japan. Other side of the world? It could be. Tremaine Coombe. Yeah, I believe that, Porgers. Well, they do it enough in here. But I guess they're kind of right now. Still triggers me, though. That's right. That's all we can do. Macau hotels, 50% off. Can you go there, though? That's the thing. Can you actually go to Macau? Maine Coombe. Alright, Macau's off limits. Not that I'd go there anyway. Macau's crap. Macau's crap, man. I've been there once, it was like, yeah, that's enough. You love Macau? What the... Macau's crap? That's good. Mm. Dude, no joke. I don't like traveling, eh? I've seen all the historical crap there. I'd rather just stay home than travel anywhere for some reason. I really enjoy being at home. Alright, Remy, thanks, man. I'll try to catch you on next stream, dude. I got you there in my follows. Right, Sky. Yeah, I love staying home, man. Like, honestly, even if I didn't have the cats, there's nowhere where I'd want to go. Yeah, real deal. True, true. Man, that was good. That was good stuff. Like, if I was to go anywhere, you know, I may go to Taiwan to meet Drew, but other than that, it'd just be go back to Australia to catch up with friends and family. Food is good there. Yeah, I like staying at home. I mean, I guess if you live with, like, your family, like your entire family in a tiny place, then you may want to get out and travel and stuff. Never meet your heroes. I know. There he is. There he is. Hey, at least if we didn't get along, it's only like a 90-minute flight back. It's not like 12 hours or something. Comfort zone, right? Yeah, Porgers. So many of those stores in Hong Kong, it seems. I mean, I haven't been there for a long time, but all like Ocean Center, Ocean Terminal, all those like fancy shops with like no one ever going into any of them. Don't travel by speedboat, dude. Those poor people, man. Am I allowed to say that? Both are money laundering joints, you think? Yeah, very likely, right? Very likely. Duty free. Duty free smokes. I'm not going to wash those now. A giant pillow fort. Probably got enough pillows for that. Guys, let me just quickly go to the washroom. I'll be right back. I mean, it's not like I've never been anywhere. I've been to Netherlands a few times. I've been to the UK a few times as a kid. And, you know, Hong Kong, Australia. Perhaps later in life I'll have the desire, but not anytime in the recent past or anything. Been around Australia, been to Sydney, been around New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, South Australia where I lived. Lived in Sydney for a few years. Wow, teddy bear. So there was some Bitcoin ATMs in Hong Kong. I don't know if they're still around though. Use a VPN to send a Bitcoin mixer service, or remember the seed phrase, leave the country, recreate the wallet. I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know much about crypto at all. All I know is I should have bought Bitcoin years ago, and I didn't. I did try mining Bitcoin, but I was way too late, and I didn't get any. I ended up getting a ton of Dogecoin. But in the end, when I changed my computer and hard drive, I was like, Dogecoin, who needs it? We're in the spring of mass adoption. Yeah, you're probably right. Pity the fool that tries to take my Dogecoin. Teddy bear. So is Bitcoin still above 10,000? Or did it drop down again? It's about 11.4k, right. I do have a Bitcoin address though. I do have a Bitcoin address. Right there. Send me your Bitcoins. You keep hearing that Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000, but who knows? Oh, not long until PayPal will store your BTC and sell you BTC. That's interesting. Chicken is on and cooking. Nice, Ants Corp. Nice one. Wow, Goat Squeezer, wow. I've probably got about $100 of Bitcoin in a Coinbase account that I can't access. Because when I set up my Coinbase account back in the day, I didn't use my real identity. I used Days HK. And there's no real help support in Hong Kong, so I can't get into it. I do have a BRD wallet though now that I got like a $10 or something. You move your Bitcoin from Coinbase to the Cash App? I don't know what KYC is unless you pay like 20% premium to someone willing to sell it to you. Yeah, in a hardware wallet, yeah. So I got that, I think I got that on my phone now with the, know your customer. BRD wallet, I think it stores it on my phone. Right, the address proof, right. No monster. Oh, I see that. You just posted crypto.com. If you put your Bitcoin in crypto.com, you'll get 6% interest. Maria, hi. Welcome. We're just hanging out here in my kitchen, as you probably realized. You're not feeling good and you don't have the COVID. I guess it happens, right? Hopefully things will get better. Hey, it's Monero. Staking of crypto? It sounds like something you do in RuneScape. Oh, you had a bad stomach. I'm sorry to hear that. Monero just woke up? You been working night shift or something, Monero? Is that right? You've been feeling sober the past 2 days? Welcome to 2020 for me, dude. The year of being sober. Yeah, night shift, yep. Oh, sick for 5 days? That's awful. Well, I hear some scratching. Fat boy wants to go out. Come on. Let's go, Joe. Yeah, AJ. I found that when I get a headache and stuff, an ice pack can really help. Putting like a nice cold ice pack on my head. Yeah, I remember Seku when he was working before the COVID. Hold up. Why am I freaking out about this new Nvidia card? Does it come out any day now? Let me Google. Let me Google this. September 17. Ah, okay, okay. Oh, wait. Okay, the 3080 comes out on September 17. The 3070 is in October sometime. The 3090, September 24. Like, get the 3090 and put it where the computer might sit. Yeah, it seems like a goat squeezer. It does seem like that. I wonder if they've got them on the local website advertised yet. Yeah, people that bought the 2080 Ti. Well, I would like to start playing games again. It's just that my setup is just uncomfortable to sit at. I used to game a lot. And what comes out first? The 3080. Let me see if they've got that priced in Hong Kong. Nah, not yet. Hold up, what is this? What is this I'm seeing here? Nah, 2060 Super. No, no pricing in Hong Kong yet. Yeah, selling it for 500 bucks. They'll be selling it to yeah, they'll be lucky to sell it, right? For 500. Yeah, the laptop's a bit crappy to be honest. Takes up a lot of room. The 2080 Ti will still sell in HK for 800 to 1,000 US dollars, most likely. The knock to a fan is louder than a truck. Darn, man. Darn. Gaming pads? You mean like a tab or something? Don't know. So once I get the PC set up, if I'm ever gonna get around to it, I haven't played GTA 5 yet. I want to play GTA 5 with Andy and Oozbrood. I got a bunch of games I haven't played yet. I definitely want to play Tony Hawk. I wouldn't have minded playing that A New World beta, but I think it ends any day now. Ah, right, AJ, right, right. Yeah, I've never had a water cooler. Next PC, I'm thinking about water cooler. You keep seeing commercials for the new Tony Hawk? Parabus, that would be so funny. That would be so funny, man. Andy walking around complaining. Ooze is a GTA high roller? Yeah. Dude, I haven't played GTA yet. I gotta get on that. I guess there's plenty of time until GTA 6 anyway. There's still plenty of time left. Man, I forget what games I even have. You don't really like GTA 5 that much? I haven't watched much GTA 5. But it'd probably be pretty cool for a while, I imagine, before getting bored of it. I want to play Elite Dangerous as well. That's something I really want to play. Yeah, the RP. I was kind of over the RP by the time they started with the GTA 5 RP. I heard that there's a Aussie server, RP server, that's really popular. I don't know if people stream on it. I imagine they do. Rockstar reset a bunch of people's accounts, like for cheating and stuff. Right, Goat Squeezer, right. So my streaming PC has a 970 and it's got the gen before the Skylake in it, an i5 4690 or something. If Rockstar is they will implement an RP in GTA 6, that'd be nice. Dude, man, I know Nismo's been playing Minecraft recently, but I'm kind of over Minecraft at the moment. I just can't get back into it. I have no urge to get back into it yet. Maybe one day. Have you heard of the GPD Win Max? No. Oh, GPD. I know what that is. French toast? No. I may have heard of, unless it's brand new, I would have looked that up before AJ. A 3080 for Minecraft? Dude, people will be doing it, you know that. Yeah, Teddy Bear, yeah. Because you need to create an Epic account still, even if you have it on Steam. Right, Goat Squeezer, it's 4 years old, just finished it. Let me see which one that is, AJ. So it's got a i5. Oh, no. Wait, where am I looking? Oh, yeah, it's got an i5 in there. Yeah, I mean those things are pretty nice, but how much are they? Let me check. Let me check. GPD Win Max. I don't think they're super cheap or anything. I think it's still gonna be fairly expensive. Why can't I find that? GPD Win 2, GPD P2 Max, GPD Win. I'm not seeing the max on the local website. I think GPD Win 2 is their best one on this website. Oh, GPD P2 Max they have, but it's not quite the same. Oh my god, Parabus, really? Pillars of Eternity 2. Yeah, $900. Yeah, they're cool. They're definitely cool. I'm just looking at the specs again for the GPD Max. PUBG. Wait, look at this. Look at this. This is the GPD Max website. You can play Fortnite too. Fortnite too. Oh, you can even plug in an external video card for it. Doesn't have a backlit keyboard though, does it? It's called the GPD Win Max. It's like a tiny gaming laptop. It has like a D-pad and stuff. Eight-inch. Oh, it's 1280 by 800 resolution. Oh, it does have a backlit keyboard. An i5 1035G7. I don't know what that is. Seems pretty good. Wow, seems really quite good. Oh, it's better than my desktop PC, just. Oh, it is a bit better than my desktop PC that I have. Chip Forsha, thank you for following. Yeah, 4770K, yeah. I think it's a Hong Kong brand. It's either a Hong Kong or a China brand. What's the website? gpd.hk. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. You bought a yacht recently on GTA 5? It sounds amazing. With the 3090, I'd want a full tower for the 3090, I would imagine. And like a full-size ATX board. But you'd have to check the length of the 3090. You'd want to check the length. Yeah, no immediate plan. I mean, there's no money, but yeah, no immediate plan to upgrade myself. Not yet. Maybe next year, sometime next year. This time next year, perhaps. I'll just keep gaming on my laptop, i7-7700 and 1050 Ti. Yeah, 3090. Order a PC from Australia? What? Computer parts here are decent, very decent price. They're mounting it to the outside. Oh my god. Yeah, one of the external case for the GPU. Dude. Back in the day, I'd have a separate PC with only a power supply and hard drives connected up to my main computer. The good old days. $34,000 laptop. Yeah, stuff was ridiculous price back then. But that's ridiculous. Yeah, not having enough power connectors in my main PC, so having to use a second power supply and case to put my hard drives in. You still got a working Windows 3.1 laptop, wow. I have used the old Windows 3.1 laptop before, 20 years ago or more. Yeah, dude, those prices back then. Black and white only. Dude, in okay, in high school, there was a computer class. I think the computers were called BBC or something. Either green screen or brown screen. It was BBC's. Yeah, I got a dual PC set up at the moment. So in my streaming PC, I've got the capture card, and then from my laptop, the HDMI out goes into the capture card. BBC, it's like this old school computer. But yeah, they only offered 1 year of computing when I was back at high school. Yeah, KVM switch, that's if you got two, like if you got your gaming PC and say a console. Dude, I loved my Commodore 64, man. I love the Commodore 64. Black Metal sent me a friend request. I'll accept, but friend requests on, I mean, friends on Twitch is kind of weird. Like, I don't know if anyone really uses it. Best just to join Discord. Discord is where it's at. So the Commodore 64 was so amazing. I remember how, like, it seemed like I had my Commodore 64 for a couple of years with just a tape drive, then finally got the disc drive for it. Oh, it was so great. Big James, how's things? Exclusively streams Commodore 64. My cousin just bought, I mean, my cousin has a Commodore 64 from back in the day and just bought some bits for his Commodore 64. You can see who you're watching if your friends are on Twitch. Right. They can stalk you. Unless I set my visibility to invisible. So yeah, my cousin recently bought this part for his Commodore 64. It looks exactly like the old Commodore 64 disk drive, but it's this big and takes an SD card. Wow, Goat Squeezer. I used to go to Mongkok and Sham Shui Po to buy Nintendo Super Famicom / Super Nintendo games on a disc. Antscorp still got the C64. Nice, man. Yeah, Macolito. Yeah, good point. I didn't think about that. You can see what your friends are watching. Goat Squeezer, dudes, every weekend just about going there. They'd have like the printed out lists of like hundreds and hundreds of games, and you just like check the ones, or you'd write down the numbers for the ones you wanted, come back like half an hour later, and they'd give you a big pile of discs. Yeah, the good old days, man. Right, so yeah, they'll see all the girls that you're watching. Yeah, that was so good, Goat Squeezer. Oh, you're off to sleep? Alright, man. Thanks for dropping in and saying hey. Yeah, because I had a Super Nintendo, except it was called a Super Famicom. And I bought this thing called, like, SF Game Doctor. It was this other unit that would plug into the cartridge slot, and it had a little floppy disk drive in it where you could play copied games on. Oh, I even remember in Australia when I had the C64, my mum went to Hong Kong, went back to Hong Kong for a holiday, and came back with copied cassette tapes with fast load enabled from Hong Kong. Batman the Cape Crusader. I don't think I had that. I don't think I had that one. I mean, I have, since PC days, I've downloaded C64 emulator and a bunch of games to relive those days. Yeah, I never had Batman. Never had that game. Best mom ever. For real. The emulator's never the same though. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, C64. Hours of fun, man. Oh, play the old Windows games? Yep. Last Ninja. I definitely had that game. Metal Jesus, a former Sierra programmer. Huh. I remember on the C64, I've said this before, but the first time I ever stayed up all night long playing games was playing Elite on the C64. The new mini C64 console? I may have seen it, I'm not certain. I got some old DOS games. Full Throttle. I do have Full Throttle. It might be, I think I may have the remastered Full Throttle. Game Boy, never had a Game Boy. For you it was Game Boy all night. Yeah, let me see that. Suplex. Wow, that's cool. $35. That is cool. I wonder if you can buy them in Shamsho Po. Not that I really want to anyway, I guess. And I wonder if they're HDMI. I imagine they would be, right? Yeah, 720p via HDMI. Product details, language, Italian. The old style joysticks. Oh, it is in English. Yeah, that would be fun and cheap, you know, it's not very expensive. The mini PlayStation came back, everyone hated it. Ultima, yeah, I remember Ultima. Oh, Maria, you're back. Oh, gosh. A 3860X. Yeah, I used PC. So I had my C64. I sold that before I came to Hong Kong the second time. And when I came to Hong Kong, I bought a Sega Genesis. And then after the Sega Genesis, I got the Super Nintendo. And I've been using at work PCs with Windows for work groups. And then when I went back to Australia, I ended up getting a Pentium 166. Then after the Pentium 166, I started building my own PCs. The first one was a Celeron 300A, overclocked to 450. I forget the motherboard. It was an A-bit something motherboard. Streaming old school Ultima Exodus. The original PlayStation controller didn't have joysticks, right? It was just D-pad? I forget. I never had a PlayStation. So I had a PSP, but before that, the last console I had was an N64. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64, then a PSP. They're the only consoles I've owned. Celeron 300A, overclocked to 450. When laptops were 4 to 5K, I don't really recall because I never had a laptop. They were always way too expensive. Pentium 4. Dude, Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. That was like the first. I bought the Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog, maybe one other game, I can't remember, but yeah, played Sonic so much. You know, in the end, I had like a suitcase full of games. Because you could get pirated cartridges in Hong Kong. Parents gave it away. That sounds very familiar. Golf and Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I never got into Mortal Kombat, ever. I was always Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat was your childhood? Dude, part of my teenage years, for around 3 years, 4 years of my teenage years, I used to hang out at the Games Arcade. I remember Street Fighter 1 and Mortal Kombat 1. There's a new system out called Polymega. Sounds highly illegal. Is it sold by Soldier Boy? Can't afford arcades. Dude, we used to hang out at the arcades, and we used to get the guy working there used to give us so many free games. But pinballs were my thing. Art of Fighting. That's SNK, right? Dude, I remember the SNK consoles. Neo Geo. I never had one. They were expensive. And the games were like this big. The cartridges were like this big or something. Dude, Controller Zen. At the arcade I used to go to every day, they had Street Fighter 1, and it had these big pads. Two player had these big pads where you'd have to hit it with your fist. And we never knew that there was soft, medium, and hard. And we used to just beat the shit out of these big pads. Neo Geo Golf. I never saw that. Amazon Twitch Prime, they recently had a lot of SNK games for free. Yeah, I'm seeing. Oh, that's the Art of Fighting, right? That is SNK. Yeah, it is SNK. Yep, yep. There's Street Fighter. Does it have the punching pads? It does. It does. Classic, classic. Wow, Goat Squeezer, that's cool. Virtual Fighter, I think I remember. That was when I was in Hong Kong for the second time. And my colleague, we used to go to the arcade and I used to watch him beat the game at lunch. He could finish it. How huge the characters are? Yep. SNK Classics on PSP. I don't think I had that. Man, you bought the actual hardware. Oh, Puncher of... Oh, you got VIP. You can post links. Let me see. It wants me to update YouTube. Hang on, let me open it on my tab. The original Neo Geo games. Oh, Virtual Striker 2. Oh, it's soccer. I don't remember. I don't recall that. But I'm looking at the vid now. Right, right. Castlevania. Yeah, SNK was great. Yeah, Hong Kong definitely the place to be for that stuff. What else did Teddy Bear Suplex find? Yeah, Virtual Fighter, yep. My friend, my work colleague could finish it. I never played it though. Battery died. Time Crisis. It sounds familiar. Oh, wait. Left channel. I'm not using my new camera yet. We're still on the cam with the broken right microphone. Hang on, Time Crisis, was that the one where you're holding the gun? It was, yep. Oh, really, Cinestics? Wow, wow. Yeah, and you had to, like, reload off screen or something. Is that leaderboard? Oh, I thought, is that leaderboard? I remember leaderboard golf on the C64. That was cool. Neo Turf Masters. Is that Time Crisis? Yeah, it is, it is. I got like the complete MAME ROM set somewhere. Time Crisis is going to go in your living room if you get some money. Ah, the nostalgia. The nostalgia. A Japanese horror game on the PlayStation Network, $4. Barbarians sounds... it sounds like something I had. Lethal Enforcers. I've heard of it. I never played those games though. I never played any of those. I mean, I played Time Crisis a few times, but that's it. I was mostly in the arcade. I was mostly into pinballs. There used to be a lot of arcades in Hong Kong. There used to be so many. They totally died out now though. Ah, I remember the Sega CD. I remember that. You hope the arcades make a comeback. It's unlikely, hey. It is unlikely. You took your stepmom's $10 quarter rolls. The chicken's almost done. Nice, man. I'm probably just going to have some cereal, cornflakes or something for dinner tonight. Yeah, goat squeezer, yep. The smoky game arcades. I remember when I first came back to Hong Kong in like 94. Yeah, around 93, 94 probably. and going to the game arcades, and my parents saying, be careful there. All the homies. Homie Chan, homie Wong, homie Kwon. What? They found some on a sunken cruise ship. I guess that makes sense. Dude, they're gonna need some real renovation. And of course I've seen all those arcade documentaries online and stuff. Those Twin Galaxies records. Billy Myers, is that the guy? The cheat? I've seen all of those. There's even like a Commodore documentary I saw, King of Kong. There's quite a few. I even saw a pinball one. Maybe called Tilt. I can't remember. But they were good watch. Freaking Billy Myers. Casino documentaries. I don't think I've actually seen any of those. Yeah, that could be interesting. These five-head guys. Oh, right. They were really good at winning. I see what you posted, Controllers N. Billy Mitchell, Dr. Disrespect, borrows some of his look and persona. Ah. Should definitely watch the casino docs. They made devices to hack the system. Coins fly out. I've mentioned this before, but remember skee ball, where you roll the balls up and then they go into the rings and then the tickets come out. I remember when the tickets come out, you could slowly pull the tickets and just keep slowly pulling the tickets out. The good old days, man. Sneaky. Hey man, we were young kids. Hacking skee ball. Good times, man. Good times. What a scammer. Chuck E. Cheese. Obviously, I know what Chuck E. Cheese is, but obviously I've never been. But I've heard a lot about it. Let's fight COVID-19 together. Health tips for motorists. An air conditioning system cannot filter viruses, so you are recommended to open a window sufficient for circulation of air. And use the air conditioning's fresh air mode rather than recirculation mode. Jesus. Materials surrounding environments and humidity affect survival time for a virus which can endure in a car for more than a week. Use a bleach water ratio of 1:99 to disinfect frequently touched parts of car, such as steering wheel, door handles, and seat belts, while taking care to ensure disinfectant does not damage upholstery or other surfaces. Keep disposable gloves, disinfectant wipes, and sprays in the car for whenever needed. If carrying passengers, make sure everyone wears a mask to reduce risk of droplet transmission. That was just a message from my phone provider they just sent me. Hey, Shard in the Dark, what's going on, man? Put a UV light in the AC duct. Goat squeezer, I've heard about that. And you know why? I think they worked out why. Because all the parents would get drunk whilst their kids are at Chuck E. Cheese because they served alcohol. Oh, what's that video? Let me see. Oh, is this one of the casino links? You know what was one of the most amazing things like that I saw? It was about a game show. There was a game show in the US where there'd be a board of squares and the light would flicker across this board, apparently randomly, and you'd have to push the button to make it stop, and then they'd flip it around. And a guy watched so much of it, he started seeing a pattern on it, and he went on there and he just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. Some of you guys may have seen that. Some game show. I can't remember what it was called though. Let's see if I can Google that. That's a good watch, man. It was good watching that. Man. Patterns. Press your luck. Press your luck. That was the one. The Press Your Luck scandal. Michael Larson. That was an amazing watch. Died in 99. Yeah, the guy worked it out. He watched so much of it. No, it's not the briefcase one. He watched so much of it, he noticed that there was a pattern in the way the light went around the board. I mean, if you just Google Press Your Luck cheat, it'll come up with it. But there was one documentary I watched about it. Oh, Press Your Luck Scandal 2003, 1 hour 22 minutes. Hey, soft drink. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're well. Here, let me share the link. The dude was a classic, man. There's a new version of the show back now with Elizabeth Banks. Oh, Goat Squeezer, wow. At Disneyland, no way, no way. Yeah, that was good, man. The Press Your Luck scandal. You mean from 1,500 to 1,900? Don't buy the 2080, dude. Don't buy it, dude. What are you doing? Wait for the 3070 or the 3080, which comes out first. Had to shoot these weighted stacks at Cannes, knock them all over. If you work for if you aim for a certain spot and knock them all over, nice. Well, the new card is like, the 3070 is like $499 US. And the 3070 is as good or probably better than the 2080 Ti. Because it's got new technology, right? Comes out October. The 3070 comes out October. We just you wouldn't need to upgrade the motherboard, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, it'll still fit. I was going to say it'll still fit in the AGP slot. It'll still fit in the PCI Express slot. See, that's it, Controller's End. What if you just get 3 3070s? AGP. LMAO. Dude, I remember when it was PCI for your video card. Boomer. ISA, I remember the ISA slot. One ISA slot down the bottom for your sound card or something. Like setting up hard drives, you had to put the jumper in the right spot to set it up as master and slave. That was easy though. Yeah, the IRQs, yep. IRQ conflicts and stuff. Having to switch cards around so it didn't conflict and stuff as well. That was the worst for you, the jumpers. Ribbon cables, dude. Ribbon cables. The good old days, exactly, man. The freaking... Dude, I had my best PC. I had a TNT 16 card and 2 Voodoo 2s in SLI. Greatest PC ever. Glide graphics. It was called Glide, wasn't it? I think it was called Glide. Direct 3D, Glide. Yeah, the Voodoos, yep. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. That was real. That was real gaming, and real computer building back then. Matrix, yeah, man. Matrix, I forget the names, but yeah, Matrix. I remember. Nice soft drink, nice. Waiting 2 full weeks to download the first season of DBZ. Dude, I remember it took me 1 week to download Fight Club. And then the end of the movie was cut off. The very end was cut off. You had the S3 cards. Dude, I liked Windows Millennium. Hey, I didn't mind Windows Millennium. Adlib versus creative sound cards. I remember I got this, I think it was called a Monster sound card. Monster? And Diamond video cards. Diamond, I think that's what they were. You remember installing Millennium and taking it right off again? I remember having I remember getting Windows 98. Actually, when I got my Pentium 1, I don't know, I can't remember if it was Windows 95 or Windows 98. I can't remember. But I remember getting Windows 98 second edition and Windows Millennium, of course. But yeah, I remember having a dual boot with Windows 2000 and Windows Millennium or 98 as well. Because Windows 2000 was pretty good. You remember Windows 95 in Kowloon City? Nice, dude. Yeah, Windows 2000 was for servers, yeah. I just used it as a desktop OS though. It was really good. Windows 98 Pro. I don't know if Windows 98 Pro just had a bunch of extra software. Windows 98 SE, that's what I had, second edition. Oh yeah, and like mum always picking up the phone and you getting disconnected. I think at that point I was like already using like get right, window download manager. So if you got disconnected, it'd still save it. Dude, that was the golden age. That was definitely the golden age, man. Internet with no pop-ups, no advertising. Napster. Oh. Right, Goat Squeezer, right, exactly. LimeWire, yep. Dude, 2000 as a consumer OS was really good. I'm not joking. It was so much more stable than Windows 98. I think the gaming performance on 2000 was a little bit slower though, but hard drive speeds was so much better. Yeah, Napster's still around. Yeah, they totally changed the way it operated or whatever into like some paid thing. Kazaa. I use Kazaa a lot. Man, I never use Vista. Vista, I tried it once and it was like, this is awful. But I remember Kazaa when they had a web page search engine before it went to application only. Vista was totally fine. One of my good friends like used Vista for a long time. Even after Windows 7 came out, he stuck with Vista. Chicken's done. Enjoy, Ants Corp. Enjoy. I hope it's good. Yeah, Kazaa was amazing. Kazaa, that was like one of the first things that used... Did Kazaa use multiple sources to download from? Or am I not right about that? Did that only happen with BitTorrent? It was a long while ago. Hell yeah, the Pirate Bay's still around. You still got Vista wrapped in plastic? I'm right about that. Yep, Kazaa used multiple sources. Yeah. Thanks, Ants Corp. Oh, man. You got... Oh, yeah, let me check Discord. So, Ants Corp Air Fry... Whoa! Nice, man. Yeah, his air fryer has a rotisserie. Dude. That looks so good. That looks so good. So, Ants Corp, are you still there? Did you like baste it with oil and stuff? You also got an air fryer recently, Marley's? Nice. Yeah, toaster oven type 1 Porgers. Yep. I've seen it online. But it was like, I'll get the Philips. That's nice, Ants Corp. Yeah, I mean, back then in the early days, Windows 98, Windows Millennium, I was doing a lot of overclocking. And Windows ME, it did crash a bit, but I definitely used a blue screened a lot if you didn't get it quite right. But yeah, I did use ME for a long time. There was a bunch of tweaks you could do with altering system files and stuff. Just sprayed oil so herbs would stick. Nice. Don't know how Windows ME didn't end up being the death of Microsoft. The net cartoon character, strong, sad. I don't think so. I don't think I recall that. Let me Google it though. Homestar Runner. Nah, I don't recall that. I do not recall that one. It tastes so good, nice and juicy. Congratulations, Ants Corp. Oh, there was Strong Bad. Let me look up Strong Bad then. Oh, okay, yeah, it's similar. It is similar. Maybe Strong Bad was Japanese, perhaps. I'm not sure. Just looking here. Wait. Oh, Strong Sad. Let me look up Strong Sad. Oh, I'm seeing something Strong Sad. Nah, I don't recall that. Oh, Strong Sad was also Homestar Runner, possibly. He's like this beach ball guy. Nah, I don't recall those ones. Yeah. Porgers. Yep. Man, if only I had a time machine, man. Go back to those days. Pre 2000. Great Scott. Yeah, nah, Homestar Runner. Nah, I don't recall that. Maybe it never made it to Australia. It never made it to Australian internet. Yeah, Teddy Bear. 99 to 92 to 99. Yeah, let's just relive those years over and over. You're down? Count me in. Oh boy. I never saw that Black Metal Wolf. It sounds pretty funny though. Yeah, anywhere pre-corona. Not wrong, dude. Not wrong. Oh man. Just going out into the city earlier this week, walking around, it was like, jeez, man, can't we go back to how it was? Yeah, 99, 92 to 99 sounds about just right. Nostalgia, man. All right, black metal. I saw someone posted something else in a Discord as well. Oh, about the Australian government. Yeah, yeah. I will need to check that later. The Juice Media. That's like the Onion site or whatever. The parodies. Man, I can't believe you guys don't like the Rainbow Takashi uh, Casio G-Shock watch. If I see it and it looks good, I'm gonna get it. Maybe, maybe. Get it. Do it. Buy it. Buy both. Yeah, I'll see what it looks like in real life. If I can see it, that is. That's what I'm gonna, dude. I'm gonna get one for each arm. Very few people can pull off that much color on their wrist. I can. Thank you. Thank you. Let me check Discord. Super Mario Reloaded. Damn it, I need to go in and change my settings. Hold up. I hate using the YouTube app. Excuse me. I'd rather watch it in the browser. Let me disable the or clear the default application. Alright, done. There's Mario, there's Luigi. Mr. Anderson. Sonic. Was that Link as well? The Matrix. You can build a sundial for free in your backyard. I never worked out how to read a sundial. I remember looking up about them a long time ago, but I didn't get it. Let me Google that. Build a sundial. Oh, I see. I see. Oh. God, I hate the Android keyboard. I keep pressing full stop instead of spacebar. It was on some game site before YouTube. Yeah, I believe it. Use a prism crystal for the dial to make RGB lights. I didn't see yet, Dope Fishy, but I do plan on checking that. Especially if you can buy like several months at a discount. 6 months, you get 30% discount. That's great. But what about if you're gifting us like a subs half? Remember, like previously, subs were like half price or something. Is that still a thing? You gift a sub for 250 or just get a sub for 250? Oh, also, Prime Video watch parties are a thing worldwide now. And you can actually have your webcam, chat, and subs and bits are active in the watch parties. Some of the discounts don't apply to gifting, right? Yeah, in the past they did. You could gift subs for 250. CJ was talking about it. Right, right. Okay, okay. Someone gifted a huge amount but didn't get the 1 in 5 free or something. I see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like gifting uh, has any discount. I don't think. Yeah, you all have to, if you want to watch, I think you have to have Amazon Prime or you have to have Prime Video to be able to join or to be able to watch it. The thing is, though, let me find the let me find the Twitch blog about it. I saw something a bit strange. Um, I don't know suplex. I'm not sure. Because I know different countries have different stuff on Prime. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show this. Hold up. How do I apply my thermal paste? I just put a tiny bit, like a Tic Tac size, in the middle, or wherever the chip is, and put the heat sink on and just move it a little bit, tiny bit. Hold up a second, because under the chip cover, the chip's only like this big or something, but the cover over it is like this big. Hold on a second. Tell me something. This, you want to get some iso alcohol and wipe it all clean, right, first? Oh, the CPU lid has paste on it? I don't know. That link I posted. Is that the boys? That is the boys, isn't it? So, the Twitch blog that says about Watch Party, they show that thumbnail, right? Doesn't the boys have full frontal male nudity in it? I'm pretty sure. So, are you allowed to... Why are they showing the boys? Someone watching the boys when there's TOS nudity in that. What's the deal there? Like, what's going on? What is Twitch doing? So what if you're watching something watching the boys specifically, and then like nudity comes up? Are you gonna get banned? Twitch has no idea what they're doing, man. Like I said, I love Twitch, but they have no clue what they're doing. What about mature content on watch parties? The Prime Video catalog in watch parties may contain titles with content intended for mature audience. It may contain adult content, graphic language, violence, nudity, strong sexual content, blah blah blah. We provide a warning prior to viewing mature content. We provide a warning prior to viewing mature content. Amazon ratings are also visible in the details section underneath the Watch Parties player. Any Prime Video parental controls applicable to your account will also be recognized. If you notice content in a streamer's webcam or chat that violates TOS, please file a channel report. Hang on. Yeah, what is... So there's Prime Video parental controls. Yeah, and in their blog for showing to announce watch parties, someone is watching The Boys. That's interesting. Who is that watching The Boys? Curious Joy. I'm a little confused here. So what if you have parental controls in your Prime account, your Amazon Prime Video account, that get applied to your channel? Does it block out those scenes? Hey, birthday cat, hi. Kittens. So the latest Twitch blog announcing at Prime Video watch parties, they show someone watching The Boys, and The Boys has nudity in it, which is it has TOS content in The Boys. And I don't know how parental controls what they do in Prime Video. What about mature content on watch parties? The Prime Video catalog in watch parties may contain titles with content intended for mature audiences. It may contain adult content, graphic language, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, or other themes that may be not suitable for some viewers. We provide a warning prior to viewing mature content. Amazon ratings are also visible in the details section underneath the watch party's player. Any Prime Video parental controls applicable to your account will also be recognized. If you notice content in a streamer's webcam or in chat that violates Twitch terms of service or guidelines, please file a channel report. It doesn't say on the thing you're watching though. Thank you, Suplex. Yeah, that's what I'm not sure, Suplex. That's what I'm not sure about. Soft drink. That's what I'm not sure about. Yeah, you have to have Prime to be able to watch it. Viewers must have Prime to watch it. That's a little confusing. Does Watch Parties content fall under the same guidelines as other Twitch content? Prime Video's maturity ratings and parental controls apply to Prime Video content in watch parties, and this content is subject to and governed by Prime Video's terms of use. Yeah. So like I said, I've never used the parental controls in Prime Video. So are they saying, what are they saying here? Are they saying you can watch it, but it will come up with a warning before? Let me check their post on Twitter where they announce it, and let's see if people are asking them that question. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering, Black Metal. Let me check on Twitter their announcement and if there's any comments. I'm looking for their tweet. Because I can't work out what they're saying in their blog statement. Just put a mosaic up. Here we go. Here's their post. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, so, okay. So the video does not, you don't stream the video. Viewers have the video come up on their screen, but it's not being streamed by you. Is it true you can't capture the movie on your screen? Like you can't display it to your audience and they have to watch it on theirs instead? Yes, this is true. You do not need to display capture your screen. When starting a watch party, the video will automatically stream directly to your channel and your camera will stream above chat. Hang on. Hold up. Watch Parties embeds the Prime Video player to all viewers and synchronizes it. Hang on. Yeah, I guess that's what happens. So you can watch TOS stuff. It goes above the chat window. Right. I guess there's one way to find out. You know, I guess there is one way to find out. Interesting. Yeah, the bigger window is for the Prime Video. Yeah, I was imagining you'd be capturing it and streaming it, but you're not. So it's up to the viewer, I guess. Okay, okay. I think I get it. Watch party hype. I mean, that would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, I've watched stuff on Discord before. I've done Discord streams where we watched The Heist. But it would be cool to do it through Twitch. But I mean, obviously it's Amazon Prime. And Prime Video in Hong Kong is very, very limited. I wonder what the... Well, I can use a VPN, teddy bear. I can use a VPN to switch to US. But is that TOS? Yeah, VPN works, yes. That's interesting. Yeah, let's see, let's see. I won't be doing it tonight, obviously. Have a window green screened in New York City behind me. Luxury apartment, penthouse apartment. Yeah, I imagine tonight my whole system's going to be pulled apart if I start rearranging tonight. Oh damn, it's 6 o'clock already. A loft apartment. Downtown Manhattan. Different car in the driveway each week. But yeah, Prime watch parties would be cool. Because I remember when they were testing it, there was no chat. I'm pretty sure there was no chat. You couldn't talk. No bits or subs during the watch party. But they've changed all that now. Oh, they're really cracking down on US users using new NF accounts? Is that Newfoundland? Skyline in the living room. Oh, I see. I have ExpressVPN. It works for Netflix and Prime Video. I know that. Interesting. surprised my cats haven't been bugging me for dinner. Maybe they're outside. No cats. BB2. Hello, hello. Shutter. You can get it through Prime, right? Yeah, Prime in Hong Kong is weird. You can get it through Prime, right? Whoa. Yeah, Prime. You don't get there's no other services available through Prime Video Hong Kong. How long? How long till Izzy vs Costa? 20 days, alright. Is there a UFC this coming weekend? Let me Google it. UFC September 2020. Yeah, fight night. Overeem versus Sakai. St. Preux versus Menefield. Yeah, it looks pretty lame. There's only 3 fights on the main card. Overeem, St. Preux, and a female fight. 3 fights on the main card, 3 fights on the prelim card. Hold up. 4 fights on the prelim card. Yeah, I see what you're saying, BB2. Yeah, I probably won't be waking up early to watch this. I got UFC, I got Fight Pass, so I'll just watch it later. Sometimes the fight nights have really good fights. Oh, Sunday on 20th of September, Covington versus Woodley. Mackenzie Dern's fighting. I hate her. Okay, end of September, 27th of September. Oh, it's probably 26th of September for you, Adesanya versus Costa. Last fight night you watched was like 10 years ago. Oh man, on Fight Pass, they just keep showing that freaking Kimbo Slice and Nick Diaz commercial over and over and over. I'm definitely not watching it. I haven't seen any of this season's Contender series though. I do need to watch those. Watch the Bruce Buffer one? Okay. Bruce Buffer. Whoa, that... Yo, UFC 253 looks like a good card. Fairly decent card. What do you think? Costa or Adesanya? Costa might take it, man. Costa might get him. I don't know. You going to go Izzy? It's going to be a really interesting fight for sure. I mean, Costa just went full speed at Romero, right? And was okay. Yeah, let's see how good Israel Adesanya really is for this fight. I mean, no doubt he's excellent. But yeah, this is probably his toughest test. As long as Costa makes weight. Yeah, that's going to be a really good one. And also, yeah, he's got to cut a lot of weight. Yep. Also, John Jones. You know, Dana was saying, I saw the conference or part of the conference after the last Contender Series, and he was saying John Jones won't get to jump in front of Ngannou to fight Stipe. But I don't believe that. Let's see if, John Jones gets to fight Stipe first off. Yeah, John Jones at heavyweight's going to be also very interesting. Izzy's too smart? Yeah. Very good point. Gas him and go for the kill. I guess Costa's just got that puncher's chance, right? If he can blitz and close the distance and then catch him. Yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. Yep. Sure. He shouldn't be cutting that much weight. I know, man. I know. Well, I think I'm going to head off. I'll start this I might start the rearranging of my gear tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to host Raid Straight Talk again. I could raid Bort, but I'll raid... I've raided Straight Talk a bunch of times, but I'll do it again. I don't mind hanging out in his channel. Alright, guys. Thanks, everyone that was lurking. Thanks, Black Metal. Thanks, BB2. We'll be back tomorrow. Good times, man. Good talk today. All right, let's see if this raid now has it's working. All right, let's do this. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.